Good afternoon. Welcome to the 4th annual Day of Giving and our first show featuring how our students and faculty are growing productive tomorrows at the Jordan College of Agricultural Sciences and Technology. My name is Ryan Jacobson, CEO of the Fresno County Farm Bureau, as well as a proud Jordan College graduate. I am honored to help raise funds for the school and its 6 departments, which offer outstanding programs to prepare our future agricultural leaders. Over 2,000 students currently attend the college, attracted to a quality hands-on education tied directly to the nation's leading agricultural areas. To make today's experience most enjoyable for everyone, we ask that you please use the mute feature as well as utilize the speaker view platform. Questions can be placed in the chat feature. To kick off today's festivities, I'd like to introduce my good friend, Jordan College Dean, Dr. Dennis Neff. He started on campus as an Ag Econ faculty member more than 30 years ago. Since then, he has served the university in many key positions, most recently as our campus vice provost. He rejoined the college as dean in July of 2019 and has helped continue the college's success and helping to push it in new and innovative directions. Dean Neff?
Thank you, Ryan. It's great to have you with us today. As a 2-time graduate of Fresno State, you really are an example of the kinds of impacts that our students will have on the community now and in the future. So it's important that we continue to provide support to our students here. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Day of Giving is a special day in the Bulldog community. Our alumni, our faculty, our staff, our students, our parents, friends can all come together to give back to programs they care most about and directly support our students in their success. And during the short time we're together today, we'll talk a little bit about some of those students and the successes they're having. We're accepting contributions through midnight tonight. No matter the size of your contribution, you can log on to the Day of Giving website at dayofgiving.fresnostate.edu. You'll see there are 3 target areas for the college: campus farm, scholarships, and our Dean's Fund for Excellence. You can also make contributions to any of the units within the college. I'd like to introduce you to Dr. Jamie Levitt, a food science and nutrition faculty member who teaches our quantity foods course. It's really a unique hands-on lab that Dr. Levitt and his students are excited to talk about, and they'll share with us some of their recent projects. Dr. Levitt.
Thank you so much, Dean Neff. My name is Jamie Levitt, and I am an assistant professor in the Department of Food Science and Nutrition, where I teach courses. This is as part of this program, we are teaching our FSM 133 program, which is related to quantity food production. In this course, students learn traditional classical cooking techniques and how to execute those in a commercial kitchen. In turn, this allows them to prepare food in a restaurant, for events, in healthcare settings, and in many other venues. Today, we have some of our students here from FSM 133, and they are going to introduce themselves. So, students.
Hello, my name is Roberto Chavez. I'm a senior and my major is dietetics. The thing that I've learned and enjoyed from quantity food prep is how to get a standard recipe and quantify to the amounts that you like. Another thing that I learned that I enjoyed was how to quantify and make large amounts of food, but also reduce food waste. In the future, once I'm done with school, I would like to become a registered dietitian, and I would like to become a certified diabetes educator. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Alina Escobar. I am a senior in the dietetic program here at Fresno State. This class has taught me how to make large portions of food and to make sure that all the portions remain the same size and all the methods are similar throughout the meal. After graduation, I would like to become a registered dietitian and work with new mothers and children in assisting them with their nutritional needs. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Claudia Lopez. I am also a senior in the dietetic program at Fresno State. One of my goals after graduating is to become a registered dietitian, and I am also interested in food entrepreneurship related to food production. So one of the skills that this class has taught me is how to create meals for sale.
So we're going to show you some of the meals that we prepare on campus. Our students prepare them from scratch, and they're sold at the Gibson Market. So, Claudia, if you could show us this first one here and let us know a little bit about what we have.
Yeah, so this meal, it has a protein, a starch, and a vegetable with it. It is the chicken, rice, and broccoli meal. And like you said, this is available at the Gibson Farm Market. Our second meal is a meatloaf, ratatouille, and macaroni and cheese meal.
And all of these recipes are designed in conjunction with our students, and our students do all of the production and execution. So please stop over at the Gibson Farm Market and get your meal today. We sell them in both individual kits as well as for family meals of 4.
Thank you, Jamie. That's awesome. Really showing that we are the University of Farm to Fork. We do it all here at Fresno State, and really appreciative of the efforts of what you're doing to help really take what we do on the farm and make it great for the consumer out there. Next, we would like to show a video that highlights Tyler Armbruster. Tyler is the president of the Campus Plant Science Club, which has been extra active this past year. They've been working nights and weekends at a special campus farm plot to grow food that is shared with community food banks and our student cupboard on campus. It's a win-win opportunity since students get independent class credits, as well as working with a faculty member, in this case, Dr. Ranjit Riar, to learn about agronomy. They've also been connecting with companies like OLAM for equipment donations and extra expertise. And those connections could lead to internships and potential job opportunities when they graduate from college there. So please stay tuned for this video.
Hello, my name is Tyler Armbruster, and I'm a plant science student from the Salinas Valley. I aspire to become a 5th-generation strawberry farmer, and through my connections at Fresno State, I have interned with Advanced Farm Technologies, an innovative robotic startup company. That commitment to hands-on learning and industry preparation is what attracted me to the Jordan College. It's at the heart of an incredibly diverse agricultural region, and its campus farm offers great opportunities. My experience here at Fresno State has taught me how much we can impact the world. Last winter, I took a study abroad trip to Africa with other students and faculty. We learned so much from the cocoa growers who use simple and effective techniques, yet also we help them improve their crop management and propagation. As the president of the Plant Science Club, we are equally committed to making a difference in our community. Our student-run farm has already donated over a ton of produce to our campus and local food banks. I received many scholarships, and I know how important they are. So much that I have created my own. I'm sharing a percentage of my awards with other students who want to make the world a better place, and hopefully we'll grow into a full tuition scholarship down the road. Thank you so much for all of your Day of Giving donations towards scholarships, the Campus Farm, Dean's Fund, and other Jordan College programs.
It's great to see students like Tyler who can make a difference by bringing Fresno State, the industry, and the community together, both locally and around the world. Next, we would like to introduce you to Dr. Miguel Pedroza and graduate students Robert Harrell and Corey Monk from our Viticulture and Enology department. They are using this OLAM sensory lab right now on research that is trying to measure a person's response to wine taste and aromas.
Hello, and thank you for joining us. My name is Miguel Pedroza. I am an assistant professor in the Department of Viticulture and Enology. And today we're sitting here at the OLAM Sensory Lab, where we conduct multidisciplinary research, trying to understand why and how we like foods. And one of the reasons that, or one of the techniques that we're actually pioneering in this lab, at least in the field of wine science, enology, is to use sensors in the body to try to understand why we like food. Traditionally, we typically ask participants to give us ratings about how much you like a food, let's say using a scale from 1 to 9, where 1 means I don't like it and 9 is I love it. And So instead of asking you to produce a rating that you have to think, internalize, and then produce the response, what we're trying to do is, why don't we ask your heartbeat, how much you like a wine? Why don't we ask your facial expressions, whether or not you like wine? So how do we do this? We use sensors such as the one that you see installed in my face. And every time that I frown, which is usually signaling that I don't like something, I can see a signal in that screen in there live. We're using these wireless devices so that we can actually test this hypothesis in immersive environments. So to learn more about what we do here, I'm going to introduce one of my master students, Robert Harrell, who is actually sitting in there in a sensory booth where we usually do the tastings.
Thank you, Dr. Pedroza. Like he said, my name is Robert Harrell. I'm a master's student here in viticulture and enology at Fresno State under Dr. Pedroza. I'm excited about the research we're doing here because we're one of the very few universities in the entire world looking at physiological responses to food and especially wine. It's very rare. I think it's a very cool area of research and it hasn't been looked at enough. I want to be a winemaker after I graduate, and what first got me interested in wine was seeing the emotions that it inspired in people when they tasted it and smelled it. And the research we're doing here gives us a better window looking into that. My project is looking at how our body responds to different concentrations of common wine compounds. For example, when you vary the level of vanilla scent in a wine, how do we perceive that as far as pleasantness and intensity go? At the end of the day, the tools we're developing here allow wine companies to better design their products, and it, in the end, leads to better wines for us to enjoy. I'll let my colleague, Corey Monk, tell you a little bit about what she's researching.
Thanks, Robert. Like he said, my name is Corey Monk, and I am also studying our physiological reactions to wine odorants. And with my study, what's something that's different is now that have noticed what other odorants are doing, we are now incorporating it into wines, and we are spiking wines. So down the line, we are hoping to graduate in the next spring, 2020. I also hope to become a winemaker. I hope to use all the experiences and skills I've learned through sensory studies with Dr. Pedroza and also what I've done working in cellars and wineries. We are currently looking for subjects and participants. So if you would like to be hooked up with electrodes like Dr. Pedroza is looking at right now, we would love to have you come and be a part of our study and be a part of our research. You can find a link on the Jordan Agriculture Research website, and we look forward to hearing from you. I'm going to pass it back to Dr. Pedroza.
Thank you, Corey. And as she was saying, we are here to support our industry. And I just want to thank you all on behalf of the Department of Viticulture and Enology, the Jordan College and Fresno State for your support that truly makes the difference on what we can do, the questions we can ask, and where we can go. So thank you very much for your support again. And I hope to see you soon in the lab. Thank you.
Dr. Pedroza, Corey, and Robert, thank you so much. I actually got a question for you. I mean, it's kind of funny looking for participants. I bet there's probably going to be a waiting list after this this feature that we just did on you guys. But could you speak a little bit on the wine club, the fact that folks can actually take advantage of getting Fresno State wine shipped to them, as well as talk about some of the fan favorites on our wine list right now?
Yes, so as you know, and if you don't know, we have a full commercial winery with about 10,000 cases installed capacity. And every year, students produce top-notch wine. And so the winery also has the wine club where you get regular shipments of our wines. Sometimes there's as well wines from our alumni that are currently working in the industry, but it's really, it will give you the chance to look at all the effort and the hours that these students put into the wine. And it's really a very diverse menu of wine that they have right now. So to go, you can go to the winery, Fresno State Winery website and sign up for the club. There's also training sessions that they do regularly to develop your senses, and other activities that you can get involved with the winery. And I don't know, I can recommend, there's now, last year, they released the President's Reserve line featuring our Barbera wines, Syrah. And so every year there's new wine coming up. So I hope that you stay tuned and support as well our winery.
And I just have to finalize, this is the one question I keep getting asked, is what is the quality for 2020 going to look like with all of the fires we had during harvest season this year?
Ooh, that's a tough one. We are working on it. I know that from the students working in the winery, some wines were actually not heavily affected, and we're doing everything that we can to minimize the impact of smoke, for example, in the wines. We have not seen a great deal, at least in our winery, but we had the luxury of choosing grapes this year. So I hope that, I'm sure there will be excellent wines.
Well, great. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Pedroza. Really enjoyed the presentation. And this lab is really, truly state-of-the-art, and it's something we hope other companies are also interested in using as well. Students could also benefit from those partnerships to learn about how these products are test marketed in research and development. Next, we would like to show you another video, and we're doing these videos because it's really difficult to take you outside live with Zoom, and these videos give a great perspective of what's going on our school farm there. And this one's about senior Austin LaSalle. He's one of our college's hardest working students and committed to making a difference for future generations as an ag teacher.
Hi, my name is Austin LaSalle, and I am a senior in ag education from Firebaugh. Like hundreds of other students, I have benefited in many ways from your Day of Giving gifts. Your support for the Dean's Fund for Excellence helps fund student trips to special events like the College State Discussion Contest. At last February's event, our team won the state team title for the 6th time in 8 years, as we discussed new ways to solve key ag industry issues. Your gifts also support our campus farm, where I helped raise our famous Fresno State sweet corn. That experience taught me a lot about crop production and all the work it takes to deliver food to your tables. Thank you for all your Day of Giving gifts that help us shape future generations of agriculture, feed the world, and propel the valley.
We have another presentation. It's actually another video, and it's from our sophomore for the food science program, sophomore Moksha Patel.
Hi, I'm Moksha Patel, and I'm a food science and nutrition student from Gujarat, which is on the western coast of India. When I was looking at potential universities, Fresno State's reputation in agricultural science stood out. It also has a great hands-on focus in food production. Besides my classes, I also get great experience at the campus creamery, where we process milk, ice cream, and cheese for the Gibson Farm Market. All of this training is essential for my career path. One day, I would like to work in a food inspection or lab testing. My family is extra proud of these career choices since they are involved in agriculture. We have a tradition of farming sugarcane, mangoes, and vegetables, so I truly understand how food impacts all of our lives. Your Day of Giving support is vital to our campus farm. Scholarships, Dean's Fund, and other programs that proudly serve our students and the Central Valley.
Hello, I'm a third-year viticulture student and a campus vineyard student assistant.
I was drawn to Fresno State because of its amazing 120-acre vineyard. To find so many different varieties of wine, table, and raisin grapes all in one place is pretty special. I work here year-round to produce high-quality grapes that are used at the campus winery and sold at the farm market. As a student, I am blessed that the vineyard is right here on campus, so it's really accessible and gives great hands-on experience. My passion for agriculture started when I was 10 years old, when my mom took me with her when she picked a wide variety of fruit you find here in the valley. Now that I'm at Fresno State, that has grown into a dream of becoming a vineyard manager, and I have received several scholarships that will help me achieve that. Thank you for all your support of scholarships and our campus farm this day of giving and every day.
And at this time, I'm going to hand it over to Dr. Neff, who is going to help close today's program.
Well, thank you, Ryan. It's certainly wonderful to see the examples of the students that have been actually engaged in their education so thoroughly. One of the problems we have in the COVID-19 era, of course, is that lack of engagement. Since March, many of our faculty have been unable to engage with their students in the classroom, but we still have opportunities for our students to be engaged on the farm. There's a number of them that are working there. We have a few in-person courses that are there. Our staff continue to work on the farm. We continue to find ways to engage with our students. Earlier this month, I penned a little note for our Ag One newsletter in which I talked about my experience growing up on a furrow irrigated farm. The challenge, of course, in a furrow irrigated field is to get the water to the end of the row. That's not always easy. There's things that block the water from going down the furrow, and one of the irrigator's responsibilities is to remove those impediments. Similarly, in our students' education, there's sometimes impediments that we need to help them remove. And one of the things that I find most interesting is all of you, faculty, staff, students, alumni, parents, community supporters, who come together to try to make that possible, to remove those impediments for our students. We truly want to get the water to the end of the row in their lives. To see somebody like a Tyler Armbruster, who's already as a student established his own scholarship fund to help others, is really exciting. To see the impact on the lives of these students as they go out and make a difference, not only in their own education, but in the education of others. I had been troubled since I started as the dean with the piece of, there was about a quarter acre of land on the corner of Barstow and Chestnut that wasn't being used. And I found out that it had been assigned to the Plant Science Club. Tyler Armbruster came in and, using his club, made a transformation in that quarter acre. It was truly phenomenal, the change that occurred in that piece of land. Similarly, in our students' lives, the transformation that will occur will make them so much more productive in the future. They are indeed the future. We are growing productive tomorrows by our work with our students today. Some of the things that they're doing, you can participate in right away by going to the Gibson Farm Market, for example, and sampling some of those meals that Jamie and his students have prepared. Susan and I picked one of those up the other week and tried them out. We found that there's another recipe. We've got to go back and try that. I've enjoyed using my own taste testing. I haven't used the sensory lab yet, but I'm tempted. Susan and I have been buying the different kinds of raisins. My own favorite is the Scarlet Royal. Susan's is the Sweet Scarlet. But this week, we're trying Selma Pete, and we have the Summer Royal raisins as well. Each of them have a unique taste, similar to those ice creams that are out there. So as you support our students through contributions to the Day of Giving, you can also support our students by going to the Gibson Farm Market and trying some of the product out there. It really is good stuff. Thank you so much for participating today. Your generosity is one way that we can remove these impediments to our students' successful learning. Thanks to all of those who participated with us in this event.